good morning, or afternoon, I suppose, at this point. It's just the first time I've seen you all day, so I still wanted to have the chance to give you your good morning. Just a simple hope for a kind start for the beginning of the day, even if it is noon at this point. 5 minutes after noon, if you're looking to be precise about it. I'm sorry, Master. I would have woken you up if you asked, but last night you kind of couldn't decide, and I heard you pacing the halls all throughout the night, so well, you look so darling all wrapped up in your blankets this morning, and you already struggle so much with slumber that I decided to allow you to sleep in. I know that it isn't the kind of choice that I myself am allowed to make for you, but I am here to care for you. And I do care about you. And although I know it's ultimately a subversion of your authority if I ask or do something of that nature, I did it with the knowledge of what I thought might be for the best for you. And if that's punishable to do the best I could do for you, I'll take whatever it is you throw at me. I deserve it 1,000 times over. If you wish to slap me for my insubordination, you better hit hard enough to make it bruise. If you make me take a lashing, I'll endure as many whacks as it takes for you to truly believe my sorrow. If you... What are you doing? Are you going to punish me? I did something bad. I deserve to be punished for doing something bad. It's the only way I will learn. I subverted your authority for the sake of my own whims, and for that I don't deserve a kind hand stroking my face. I subverted your authority for the sake of my own whims, which was truly in your best interest. That was my whims. I'm sorry for all of this, truly, for knocking you up on time and for, well, making this into something more than it necessarily needs to be. I can only imagine what you think of me now, being such a glutton for punishment that I beg for it over the smallest of things, the slightest of slights. Back in my training, I was told that being a maid meant submitting yourself over to any and all authority, without question or concern. I was told that obedience was the way to go, the way to be. Any will of my own was meant to be squandered underneath my kitten heels, and any thoughts of that nature were meant to be swallowed as a chaser for whatever bitter punishment I deserved for acting like this. The way I do. That, and of course, all the other unfortunate things that seemed to follow me home as a mere half-step away from complete and total despair for all those who are wretched and luckless enough to encounter me on their doorsteps. It doesn't feel right that so many others are punished in my stead. And it doesn't feel right that they're being punished simply because I exist. But I am not asked to know the difference between right and wrong. I am asked to serve. And I can only suppose I'll carry out those duties until I die the kind of death I truly deserve. The kind of death only the backhand of a master can bring. That's the only way I want to die. I mean, dare I say it to your face, but can you even imagine it? Dying at the hands of The one who has already controlled every other aspect of your life? Getting to control when it ends? Getting to die by the hands of those you served over so well? Tying with the knowledge of your satisfactory servitude in your heart? Tying with the knowledge that they're still alive? Alive enough to kill you? I think it would be pure ecstasy. Pure, unbridled ecstasy, matched with pure and unbridled submission. It's a gorgeous combination. I think I could drown in it. But you must find it disgusting to hear my thoughts. I don't blame you for thinking like that. How could I really? Truly? You must be utterly revolted at the thought that someone as beneath you as I is capable of thinking such vile thoughts about you. Thoughts of being crushed under your boot. Thoughts of being rewarded by having the chance to lick your heel and punished for drooling on them. You must find me disgusting. You must think of me as something nauseating, distasteful, loathly, sick. You must want to punish me for this honesty. I'm not asking for you to be happy to oblige. I'm asking you to find happiness, if not a cool apathy or distaste for it, for what I ask of you to do. I shouldn't ask for anything at all, especially not from you. But there are times I do, for the sake of being a better maid, for the sake of being capable of providing you with a better service than what I could under usual circumstances. Though usual is very relative with me. That is true. What a nice little joke that is. Although, there was a time long ago, where I did fear punishment, and feared it immensely. Around the same time when I was less than subservient and something more free-spirited and wild. But that is a story for another day. Another day that I hope never comes, but will probably arrive swiftly, nonetheless. It always does. But that doesn't matter now. Let's just try to fix the problem at hand. You need to wake up on time, silly. Perhaps there's something I could do to wake you up? Something I could do to keep you sleeping throughout the night? Something promising that could help you start the day with that much more ease? Whatever it is, I am more than happy to supply as your faithful and loyal and obedient servant. Now, what can I do for you?